We've all hit that wall. You type a prompt, wait for the generation, and get a looping 30-second jingle that fades out right when it should be getting good. Lyria 3, integrated directly inside Creative Fabrica Studio, allows you to render fully arranged musical compositions up to 3 minutes long. To access that capacity, you have to move past general mood descriptions and approach the text box like a producer structuring a track on a timeline. Understanding this specific blueprint is the primary difference between generating a random audio loop and controlling a complete musical arrangement. The most common error is falling into the vibe trap. Typing happy pop gives the model a texture, but it provides zero architectural guidance. To fill a 3-minute canvas without repetitive loops, the generation engine needs a chronological roadmap of how the song evolves. Dictate the dynamic movement. Think of the song as a timeline, starting with a quiet verse and building into a high-energy finale. Control this by writing explicit timestamps directly into your prompt, like at 1:15, drop the beat. Defining the space this way prevents the model from defaulting to a short loop and forces the creation of an evolving sonic narrative. Every successful prompt in Lyria 3 relies on a 3-part foundation called the anchor formula. The first component is the genre, combined with a specific era. You combine that era with your second element, specific instrumentation, and your third element, a defined emotional arc. Specifying the decade locks in the cultural sound profile. Requesting 1990s grunge instructs the AI to use unquantized acoustic drums and fuzzy electric guitars. Stating these 3 variables up front establishes parameters that stop the model from making random creative guesses. Once anchored, you apply the 4 pillars to push the audio into high-fidelity territory. Pillar 1 is fusion. Lyria 3 excels at mashing up distinct styles. Pillar 2 is vocal character. Do not just ask for a singer. Request a breathy soprano or a gritty, raspy male baritone to lock in the vocal tone. Pillar 3 is dynamic movement. Use action verbs like crescendo or drop to physically maneuver the instrumentation over your timeline. Pillar 4 is lyrics and phrasing. Use the lyrics : tag to feed specific lines, and place words in parentheses to trigger background call and response harmonies. The model handles extreme contrasts. Specify a highly detailed 17th century harpsichord sonata and instruct the AI to drop it directly over a heavy reggaeton bass line. The anchor provides the structural skeleton. The 4 pillars add technical details, like breathy textures or dynamic crescendos, ensuring the composition evolves throughout its full duration. Now we assemble these concepts into a single structured prompt inside Creative Fabrica Studio. Avoid writing your instructions as a single massive paragraph, as this can confuse the generation engine. Instead, format your prompt using distinct categories. Break the text out using specific tags like vocal, instrumentation, and structure. For a cyberpunk jazz track, you would list your core acoustic bebop instruments under instrumentation, add a separate tag for synthesized sub-bass, and finally define a structure tag that triggers an electronic drop at the 1:15 mark. This strict visual formatting acts as a clean translation layer. It guarantees the processing engine reads and executes every detail without merging your instructions together. With your timeline mapped and your tags clearly defined, you hit generate. The engine renders a 3-minute arrangement, complete with layered percussion, evolving synth pads, and distinct calculated beat drops. This structured approach transforms a single prompt into a 3-minute architectural plan for a full track. Open Creative Fabrica Studio and test this framework. Pick 2 incompatible genres, structure your timeline, and see how the model bridges the gap. Lyria 3 Pro functions as a versatile studio collaborator, executing complex commands from start to finish.